So I again welcome all of you and a very good evening, very warm good evening, and sorry for this unprecedented delay of 20 minutes. In fact, I'll try to be logical in my analysis. In fact, there. Anyway, so my computer has basically two screens. Maybe like one of you can solve it out, but I'll start it out nonetheless. Can you see the screen right now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All
Yes,
right.
sir.
So these are the session objectives for today. We'll be talking about how does America elect its presidents. This is very, very important because I presume there'll be a lot of questions. This is one of the thing. Actually, if you look into the world, look back to the world. In fact, since last 18 odd months, there are probably the number of events that has taken place, which has done something to the world. In fact, and touched all our lives, is probably more than what it happened in the last 5 years or 6 years. And these are very, very important internationally, the events that has took place. One of the event which is what is going on right now, COVID-19. So what I'm trying to say is, like, since last 18 months, the number of events that are there, in fact, globally, are so many that you just cannot be, you have to really pull up your socks and literally you have to get on to read a lot about all of those, uh, right from Article 370 in India. So there are a lot of events in India also, right from the elections in India when Mr. Modi came in, sworn in for the second time, and a lot of decisions that they started taking, in fact, and which has really sort of created an upheaval in the country for good, the bad. It all depends which side you are taking your choosing your conveniences from. But all those Indian events are definitely, like, which are very, very important. Number one. Number two, globally, if you see, then definitely this pandemic definitely has created a lot of furor, something like very unprecedented, never ever happened before kind. And US presidential elections as well. Now, this is very important because after a long time, uh, the presidential elections have got dirty in the sense that they are in courts, they are, a lot of arbitrations in between, there are a lot of mudslingings, and still there is a confusion going on as to, like, is there a chance that Mr. Trump might come again? So all these things keeping in mind, we have to understand that the US presidential elections, unlike any other election in the world, it affects and impacts both uh, in the largest possible manner to the whole world, and the policies and the decisions. Just give me 1 second, in fact, like I'll. Right. So unlike any other election or any other geopolitical event that happens anywhere in the world, this is something which is definitely very majestic in nature, and it goes on to touch our lives even if we're not Americans. Uh, so these are the session objectives. One of the thing that I believe, I presume, like, the interviewers might be asking, definitely is about the American elections. So there are a lot of tenets that we need to understand and know. Then the result calculation in itself is a very, very algorithmic. It's not as straightforward as we have known in our countries, especially in our country. It's a very straightforward kind of a process, the electoral process. But in US, it is very, very algorithmic. Then what it means to be an American president is something that you need to understand, and we'll try to discuss that. And there should be a Q&A if in case there is a question emerging out of it, the presentation. If there's any point missed out, then definitely. Well, my association with America is like, I've not only been to America like some 6, 7 times, but I've stayed there for a long time and done a lot of projects over there. And I've also done a course from Columbia University for quite some time, and know this particular process very well because twice I have been over there during the election process and meeting with the local Americans and talking about what exactly it means to them, how it happens. So I've very closely watched it out. Let's see how it goes through. So I'm sorry, I'm using my secondary screen, so uh, it's not a glitch, but this actually has never happened. Okay, so can you see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
right. So let us first talk about America a bit. It has an area of this much, right? And when we talk about area, you need to understand that America is the third largest country in the world, immediately after Russia and Canada. And do you know what is the ranking in population without Googling it out? It is also the third most populated country in the world, and that is after China and India, and which is where India also comes in. So that ranks three. But when you talk about the area of America, these are all trivia's which you should definitely be knowing. It is very handy when you talk to the interviewers or be a part of group discussion or otherwise also when you make statements. So America is basically twice as big as European Union and almost of the size of Europe. Now, when I say of the size of Europe and twice as big as European Union, that means the entire Europe is not something which is the entire European Union. So not all the countries or all the entire area of Europe is a part of European Union. A large part of Russia, definitely, since Russia is not a part of European Union. Most of the East European countries are not part of European Union. Now, after Brexit, England, Scotland, and Wales will not be a England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland are not part of European Union. So that makes America slightly bigger than that actually. And population-wise, in fact, do you know what is the population of Uttar Pradesh?
So
So
30
what is more
around.
populated, Uttar Pradesh or United States?
Sir, Uttar Pradesh.
Okay,
30 crores
so you
around.
need to get your facts checked. And so America is thrice as big as India right now, three point sometimes. But population-wise, in fact, definitely it is very scarce. And uh, definitely India, like Uttar Pradesh, which is the fifth most populated state within a country in the world, actually. So basically, if Uttar Pradesh was a country, then definitely it was fifth most populated. It's very, very overwhelming. And the form of government is this actually. It is constitution based federal republic, in fact, right? Then you have the capital of US is Washington, DC. Do you know what is the meaning of DC in Washington, DC? It stands for District of Columbia, right? That's what it means. Then the official languages are two. You know English, but there are two languages, English and Spanish. If you know about the American Spanish War, then definitely you must be knowing why it is. And the entire mid southern part of America is almost Latin, right? So, and the money is US dollar, which you know, which is not the same at the same position as it used to be in its earlier times, but still, nonetheless, it is still one of the strongest currency in the world. So, the president is the head of state, and service term is 4 years, and he can serve for a maximum of two terms. Unlike in many countries like India, where Mr. Jawaharlal Nehru enjoyed for, and had he not died, he may have been the same prime minister because we have the prime minister as head of state, and right. So, and this is very important for you to start the session with. It basically is a two-party system, right? Not that there are not more parties. A lot of people do not know that there are more parties in US. There are a lot of parties in US actually. At one point of time, Mr. Donald Trump in the early 2000, he made his own party and he was a presidential candidate at that time also. He just tried his hands. If you have watched the um, Trump series on Netflix, then definitely you understand what I'm talking about. So there are two parties, Republicans and Democrats. Republicans, we can understand that they are conservative and right-wing people, and Democrats are liberals but left-wing. Now these are all school of thoughts actually. So these are all point of nuggets of thoughts. In fact, I'm giving you. You need to understand what is the meaning of being conservative as a politician or liberal as a politician, which all parties will fall under that, even in your country, and what it means to be right wing and left wing. You don't need to, uh, study books on that, but at least you should have generic information because these are the guiding lines of governments of countries, and hence you just cannot avoid not knowing these words, right? By the way, so the next one is this, right? Let us try to peep into this. Now, it is basically similar to the Indian parliamentary system, the American system. The US Congress is made up of two houses, which is called as House of Representatives and the Senate. And all those people who are watching a lot of American movies, movies made in Hollywood or serials on Netflix, series on Netflix, in fact, you understand that they usually talk about these terms. So we are not into this because one session immediately will be like needed on these, but we are not focusing on these. But you should generically be like knowing what exactly it means. So the member of the House, basically, they serve the House of Representatives. They serve 2-year terms, while senator terms basically last for 6 years. Now it means now they are similar to our MLAs and MPs. Now MLAs, you understand that in our country an MLA is for 5 years. Now look at the transparency in the system. Now if there is a bad MLA who has been elected in our places, then the whole development of the state of that area, sorry, or the entire suppose is corrupt also at the same time. So the same like this particular spree will be for next 5 years, and for next 5 years you'll be like waiting for a long time to like maybe you know putting him out of uh, you know getting him out of the assembly by not voting him. But there the local areas are all developed. So if you go into the states like New York State or California, or you go to North Dakota or Arizona, Arizona or New Mexico kind of states, still the kind of development, the public development is unique. They're all good. You'll be finding great roads. You'll be finding the pedestrian path. You'll be finding, like we say in our places, uh, sadak, sewer, bijli, pani. ये सारी चीजें in fact like they get it because they're always on the move. And 2 years is a very, very less time. So people can actually vote them out. And the senators are basically for 6 years because they have to be more than that because the senator's role is not at the local level, at the municipal or community level, but the senator's role is basically at the international level. So it is called as United States of America. So how many states are there in US?
50.
That's 50. Okay. Anyway, so there are 50 states, yes, but there is a DC also. There's Washington DC is called as Washington District of Columbia, which doesn't comes under any district, sorry, any state, but it is basically a state in itself. So it's like a national capital region, you know, like we call Delhi NCR as Delhi National Capital Region, but the fact is that it is Delhi as a state alone, and there are the three different cities which have or four different cities which have come together to be called as NCR. But if you understand that there is a country called Malaysia. Now Malaysia's capital is not Kuala Lumpur actually, but there is a there is a capital region in Kuala Lumpur which is called as I think Putrajaya, right? So Putrajaya is the place where the administration takes place. So it is in the outskirts of Kuala Lumpur. So broadly it is Kuala Lumpur, but the just like in Gujarat it is Gandhinagar. So Gandhinagar was established as a capital of Gujarat state, right outside Ahmedabad, around 10-15 kilometers from there. And the objective was that all the government offices, like, why should a government office or why should all that thing that is concerning governance or government should be there within a city? And this was a very, very great move. So America, since it is totally planned, they created this particular place, right? So this is all about a bit about this. Then we come on to this part actually about this election that it was the 46th presidential election. So there are 45 elections. 45th was Donald Trump, and Mr. Joe Biden will be 46th president of the United States if nothing goes wrong. Still, there is no transfer of power that has already taken place. So definitely, he must be also keeping his fingers crossed. Then the Republican candidates were Donald Trump for president, which is incumbent president, and Mike Pence for vice president. So incumbent is a word which means the people who are holding the office right now. So the incumbent president was Donald Trump, and he was fighting for president again from the Republican Party. And I told you, what was Republican Party? Was it conservative or liberal?
So conservative.
Wonderful. So just
Conservative.
keep taking your notes, because this is once and for all session for you. You don't need a second one on this particular topic. Even if there is a second one, it will be more of a discussion topic. And the Democrat candidates were former Vice President Joe Biden. Now, during Obama's role, he has been the vice president and very effective vice president. Anybody like who was not having any idea about him, he has done some real great job. Actually, the president of the United States is not the person who takes the he ends up taking the decision, but he's not the person who is into policy making. He's not the person into uh, while the decision is drafted in a particular file and then reaches on his table. Till that time, Joe Biden was the person, in fact, and he has held some great offices in the past as well. And Senator was Kamala Harris for vice president. Now, vice president election is a very interesting thing. Do you want me to explain it in one line right now, or sublime it along with the session? What do you want?
Right now.
Right
Sure.
now, okay.
Right.
So vice president is basically not elected. The vice president is selected by the presidential candidate. So, and the presidential candidate is somebody, in fact, and he can do it before and after also. And there really could be changes here, but president will not be changing, but vice presidents could change. But usually, this is a selection process from the presidential candidate side, right? And the number of votes that vice president gets is basically the number of votes that president gets. So automatically, the selection. So it will not be happening that for president there'll be a Democrat candidate and who will win the presidential election, and the vice president could be somebody else, unlike in India, right? Just like prime minister. So of course, vice president could be in India also. We have a presidential form of government, but it's not the rule by the president. They are just the governing body over there, right on top of everybody. So the vice president and the president could be from two school of thoughts in India, but it doesn't matter because any which ways they are in a retirement role. But the prime minister and vice prime minister, if there is any vice prime minister, then definitely the PM has all the right, along with the cabinet, to choose it, just like that, right? So there is no election process for the vice president. Okay, so now this is important and interesting also. Who can run for that? The US Constitution's requirement for a presidential candidate are these. Uh, the person should be a natural born citizen of the US. Now, what is a natural born citizen? Natural born citizen has one basic condition. People think कि जिनका जन्म उस देश में हुआ हो. You're absolutely right. So, if the person is born in US with a US citizenship, that is one, right? But it's not that we are Indians, we went there and we got a child. The child by birth will become an American citizen, but is since not a natural born American, that means his parents are not American citizens, right? They might be on a different visa, work visa, H-1B visa kind of thing. So he's not a natural born citizen. He cannot run for the presidential election. Is it like clear? So if both the parents are, or one of the parents are, parent is an American citizen, and the child is born whether in US or born abroad with both American parents or one of the American citizen parent, then definitely the person is to be called as a natural born citizen of the United States, not because of only birth in US. Birth by citizenship is not going to allow him, right? Then he must be a resident of the US for last 14 years, must be at least 35 years old, right? And so on and so forth. Then let's see. Now, this is very interesting that the president of the US is not elected directly by the people of the US. So this is very funny also. And I'll put a word that I wrote, which will be coming to you later. And you must definitely, as I said, take the notes of that thing, because that is where the discussion point will arise. You know, that people are so excitedly voting for लोग बैनर लेके जा रहे हैं, vote for Trump, and they are voting into a state. Suppose if they were in California and I was having a placard which read vote for Trump, and I voted for it along with my full family, and just to see that Trump did not win. In fact, my state did not give vote to Trump. So whom am I voting for is very important. This is a trivia that you will understand right now. So in the state, the people, the presidents are chosen by electors through a process called the Electoral College. Now, Electoral College is not a college, right? Electoral College is basically a consortium of electors. So consortium of electors is called as Electoral College, and I'll explain that what exactly does it mean, right? Then there are 5 top processes in the presidential election process. First is the primaries and caucuses. You need to note these words; these are important. Then there is a national convention, then election campaigning, then general election and electoral college, as I talked about right now. So basically, the people, when they vote in a particular state, let's say Texas. So the people of Texas, when they are voting from their own cities or counties, they are basically not voting for the president. They are voting for the electors, right? And even, and I'll explain this, in fact, as I told you, because but this is very funny. So if 99% of the people in Texas voted for say, uh, you know, so as to say, uh, Trump, but it may be that it could be possible that Trump may not win the election, not only because of the rest of the states, but there is one case study that I've taken which is very funny, and I'll make that use, in fact, to make you explain. Right. So now come on to this, the first one, and let us try to understand. So these are the methods that political parties use to select candidates for a general election. Now, when you talk about primaries and caucuses, these are the methods that the parties, which parties I'm talking about? Are they two parties? No, there are more, but majorly there are two parties. In 99 point some percent, these two parties are going to polarize the entire election process. So let's not even discuss that there are other parties as well, right? Definitely, we are not concerned about that, right? So the political parties used either primary or caucus to select the candidates for general elections. Okay, what is a primary? Now, primary is the state level election. Now, this is a very important point. People get confused quite a lot, so you need to understand this. A primary is a state level election where party members vote for the best candidate that will represent them in the general election run by, and this is run by state. So the primaries are run by state governments. Okay. Now, 34 US states out of 50, they conduct primary elections, right? Then there are two kind of primaries also. One is open primary, one is closed primary. Now, what is a primary? Let me explain to you simply. Primary is a thing कि जितने भी registered voter है किसी state में, right? They on the voting day, primary voting day, ये general election नहीं है, ये primary voting है, right? Primary voting में what do? They go and they just जितने भी candidates हैं उसमें से वो बोलते हैं कि वो किसको देखना चाहते हैं president के तौर पे, right? सीधी सी बात, ये है open primary. Are you getting the point, right? All the registered voters will go in an open primary and they can vote anyone, okay? They can vote literally anyone, okay? That means जैसे मेरे ही घर में हो सकता है कि मैं वोट करूं ट्रम्प को, कोई और वोट मेरी मदर वो वोट कर रही हो जो बिडेन को, तो ये हो सकता है प्राइमरी। अब दूसरा आता है क्लोज प्राइमरी। क्लोज प्राइमरी का मतलब हुआ कि जो डेमोक्रेट्स हैं वो डेमोक्रेट कैंडिडेट्स को वोट देंगे और जो रिपब्लिकन्स हैं वो रिपब्लिकन कैंडिडेट को वोट देंगे। इसका मतलब कि जैसे मान लो कि एक स्टेट में 4 लोग बोलते हैं या 6 लोग बोलते हैं कि भाई हम खड़े होंगे प्रेसिडेंशियल इलेक्शन के लिए, राइट? अब वो उस स्टेट से नाम किसका जाएगा आगे, राइट? प्राइमरी और कॉकस का पूरा जो जो उद्देश्य है, दैट इज टू select the candidate for the presidential election, not for the presidential election, but for the national assembly, right? अब ये थोड़ा सा कंफ्यूजिंग है। यहाँ पे कोई क्वेश्चन होगा इसको आप नोट करके रखना, बल्कि यहाँ पे क्वेश्चन होगा तो उसको आप यहीं पूछ लेना, राइट? ये वाला मैं आपको अलाउ करूंगा, राइट? तो प्राइमरी एक सिस्टम है वोटिंग का प्रेसिडेंशियल कैंडिडेट के लिए वोट करने का, राइट? कि कौन होगा। जैसे मान लो एक स्टेट टेक्सास में 6 लोगों ने बोला कि भाई हम प्रेसिडेंशियल इलेक्शन लड़ना चाहते हैं, राइट? जिसमें से 3 डेमोक्रेट हैं और 3 रिपब्लिकन हैं, राइट? अब यहाँ पे अगर ओपन प्राइमरी होगी तो स्टेट का हर बंदा, हर रजिस्टर्ड वोटर ये किसी को जाके वोट कर सकता है उस दिन। और फाइनली ये दिखेगा कि ये 6 में से इस बंदे को सबसे ज्यादा वोट मिला है, चाहे वो डेमोक्रेट का निकले या रिपब्लिकन का निकले, राइट? दैट्स द काइंड ऑफ थिंग। अब जब बात आएगी क्लोज प्राइमरी की, तो आप आपको किसी एक जगह जाके वोट करना होगा, या तो आप डेमोक्रेटिक वाले प्राइमरी में जाके वोट करेंगे या फिर आप रिपब्लिकन वाले प्राइमरी में जाके वोट करेंगे। और आपको पता है, जैसे मान लो 100 वोटर्स हैं और टेक्सास में 60 अगर रिपब्लिकन वोटर्स हैं, तो 60 रिपब्लिकन वोटर्स रिपब्लिकन कैंडिडेट में से किसी एक को जाके वोट करेंगे, राइट? उन 3 में से। और डेमोक्रेट के जो 40 लोग हैं वो उनमें से जाकर के किसी एक को वोट करेंगे। यानी यानी कि दोनों के वहां से कैंडिडेट्स जाएंगे, राइट? रादर देन की स्टेट से एक जाएगा। ओके, सो ये हो गया प्राइमरी। कॉकस क्या होता है? ये 16 स्टेट्स में ऐसा होता है कि इट्स अ लोकल मीटिंग वेयर रजिस्टर्ड मेंबर्स ऑफ अ पॉलिटिकल पार्टी, नाउ वी आर नॉट टॉकिंग अबाउट रजिस्टर्ड वोटर्स ऑफ दैट स्टेट, वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट registered members of a political party in a city, town or county, right, gather to vote for their preferred party candidates. It is run by political party. Now this is something different. अब देखो क्लोज प्राइमरी में क्या था कि जितने भी रजिस्टर्ड वोटर्स हैं उस स्टेट के, वो जाकर के किसी एक कैंडिडेट को उस पार्टी के वोट करते थे, राइट? लेकिन यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है? यहाँ पे तो जो साहब पॉलिटिकल पार्टी का आपको मेंबर होना पड़ेगा। Now this is I understand this might get very confusing because you might ask a question, यार एक ही कंट्री, राइट, उसी एक कंट्री में ये दो तरह का सिस्टम कैसा? इसका मतलब कि अगर किसी कोई ऐसा स्टेट है जहां पे कॉकस है, सपोज करो यूटा, तो यूटा स्टेट में बहुत सारे रजिस्टर्ड मतलब रजिस्टर्ड वोटर्स को सबको सारे कैंडिडेट्स में से चूज करने का मौका नहीं मिलेगा। उनको दिया जाएगा, भाई साहब ये आपके बीजेपी के या आपके ये कांग्रेस के कैंडिडेट्स हैं, राइट? तो somebody is raising hand. Yeah, you can just open your mic and ask the question, please. Is there a question? All right, I'll just move forward, right? Anyway, so like my computer has two stupid screens actually, so I'm using a second screen for the presentation, and this is only used for the main screen is being used for the camera actually. So caucus is like where the मैं आपको कांग्रेस इस पे समझाता हूँ, राइट? या चलो रिपब्लिकन वालों का एक अलग वोटिंग सिस्टम होगा। वो बोलेंगे रिपब्लिकन पार्टी में जितने रजिस्टर्ड, इसका मतलब बहुत सारे ऐसे रजिस्टर्ड वोटर्स उस स्टेट के जो किसी भी पार्टी से रजिस्टर्ड नहीं है, वो वोट नहीं कर सकते, सीधी सी बात। नाउ आर यू गेटिंग इट? तो इसका मतलब अगर 100 रजिस्टर्ड वोटर्स हैं, उसमें से 40 रिपब्लिकन्स के साथ रजिस्टर्ड हैं और 40 डेमोक्रेट्स के साथ रजिस्टर्ड हैं और 20 ने किसी पार्टी के साथ अपना अलीजियंस नहीं शो किया है, तो उस पर्टिकुलर केस में क्या होगा कि वो किसी को भी कॉकस वाले स्टेट में जाके वोट नहीं कर सकते। उनको किसी ना किसी पार्टी का मेंबर होना ही पड़ेगा, राइट? ओके, तो ये चीज यहाँ पे आई।
सर
या
क्लोज प्राइमरी का सर ये समझ में नहीं आया कि क्लोज प्राइमरी में जब रिपब्लिकन पार्टी या फिर डेमोक्रेट पार्टी को जब वोट करे तो वो तो बस वोटर है ना, कोई पार्टी का मेंबर तो है नहीं, तो फिर एक पार्टी को क्यों
हाँ,
चुन
बिल्कुल
रहा है?
बिल्कुल यही यहाँ पे, बिल्कुल आप सही कह रहे हो, यहाँ पे ये डिफरेंस है। तो आप समझ लो कि जो क्लोज प्राइमरी है उसमें बंदा जाकर के किसी भी या तो रिपब्लिकन वाले को या उसको मतलब अपना एक फ्रेंचाइज, अपना एक वोट यूज कर सकता है। वो चाहे रिपब्लिकन वाले को दे दे या उसको दे दे। आर यू गेटिंग अ पॉइंट?
तो
लेकिन उसको
प्राइमरी में तो पहले ही वोट
नहीं,
दे
सुनो
चुका
सुनो
है ना
नहीं,
वो।
किसमें दे चुका है?
प्राइमरी ओपन प्राइमरी में।
नहीं 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 नहीं, या तो ओपन प्राइमरी होगा या तो क्लोज प्राइमरी होगा। दोनों दोनों प्राइमरी एक साथ नहीं होती है।
Sir, I have a
कुछ
doubt.
अच्छा
स्टेट्स
अच्छा।
में, हाँ कुछ स्टेट्स में, हाँ who's that?
Sameer Rajat. Sir, in the primary and the open primary and closed primary, do we have any distribution about in the 34 states that you have mentioned, like which state is conducting open and which one is conducting closed, or these both go hand in hand?
No. So a state will, okay, so the broad classification is that the state will out of 50 states, they will either have a primary sort of election or a caucus sort of election, right? This is pre-election. This is not general election. This is to select the candidate from that state. Are you getting a point now?
Yes,
So
sir.
there are two systems. One is primary system, one is caucus system. 34 states with primary system and 16 with caucus system. Primary system can be two type of basically two type of system. So one state will not have open and primary both. One state will, जैसे मान लो टेक्सास will have open primary. इसका मतलब कि वहां जाके आप किसी को भी आप वोट डाल सकते हो, राइट? लेकिन आपको या तो जो आपका सिलेक्शन आपको करना होगा, जैसे आप यहाँ देखते होगे एमएलए का जब सिलेक्शन आपने शायद वोट दिया हो, तो उसमें आपको सारे के सारे कैंडिडेट्स किसी भी पार्टी के, समझ रहे हो बात को आप? सब वहां पे 20 कैंडिडेट है, 20 का नाम लिखा रहता है। एक बीजेपी का है, एक कांग्रेस का है, फला-फला। लेकिन आप जब ऐसे में जाओगे, जब आप ओपन प्राइमरी में जाओगे, तो आपको ऐसे ही मिलेगा जैसे इंडिया में मिलता है आपको अभी, राइट? कि आपको डेमोक्रेट भी लिखा रहेगा 4 कैंडिडेट और आपको रिपब्लिकन का भी 4 कैंडिडेट लिखा रहेगा, अगर 8 लोग हैं टोटल तो। और एक आध मान लो इंडिपेंडेंट कोई हो गया, राइट? लेकिन क्लोज प्राइमरी में क्या होगा कि आप जब देने जाओगे तो आपको सिर्फ डेमोक्रेट वालों में से ही उन्हीं के 4 कैंडिडेट का आपको खाली नाम मिलेगा।
Yes, sir,
You
I
getting the
got this
point?
point. But I'm asking about like in 34 states, is it already allocated like which state is going to
Yeah,
conduct
it is
open and
already
closed?
allocated. This is okay. So this is not a selection point. All these states. So I was just telling you, okay, why this is so. What kind of a country is America? It is, like it is called as United States of America. If you know the formation of America, then all these states were independent. There were many places which were earlier country in itself. Even
Yes, sir,
Texas.
declaration of.
Texas still is like trying to become a country, right? अब पता नहीं, अब पता है कि नहीं पता, ये कहा जाता है कि सब आज से 15 साल बाद कुछ नए देश होंगे पूरे वर्ल्ड में, जिसमें टेक्सास भी एक देश हो सकता
Yes, sir.
है। कई बार और रेफरेंडम की स्थिति तक आ चुकी है। So you need to understand because of the native population, the Native Americans and the Spaniard population, the Hispanic population, ये कई बार आता है कि हम लोग एकदम अलग हैं आपसे। जैसे अगर आप जानते हो स्पेन को, तो स्पेन में भी जो ईस्टर्न पार्ट ऑफ स्पेन है, दैट इज कैटालोनिया।
Catalonia.
कैटालोनिया सेज दैट वी आर नॉट स्पेन, वी हैव टू गेट आउट, राइट? वहां तो लड़ाई और पता नहीं क्या क्या, वहां रेफरेंडम तक हो चुका है, रेफरेंडम वो जीत चुके हैं उसके बावजूद। सो देयर आर लॉट ऑफ जियोपॉलिटिकल इश्यूज इन द वर्ल्ड इन फैक्ट ओवर देयर। आपको लगता था कश्मीर एक समस्या है, तो उससे बड़ी समस्याएं हैं पूरे वर्ल्ड में। बट एनीवेज, सो आई होप दिस इज क्लियर। कॉकस में क्या होता है कि पार्टी अपना कराती है, लेकिन पार्टी के रजिस्टर्ड वोटर ही खाली जाकर के वहां पे अपने कैंडिडेट, मतलब अपने चॉइस के कैंडिडेट को, कि भाई मैं डेमोक्रेटिक पार्टी का मेंबर हूं, तो मुझे इनवाइट किया जाएगा डेमोक्रेटिक कॉकस में वोट करने के लिए। अमंग ये 4 लोग जो डेमोक्रेटिक पार्टी से हैं और अगला प्रेसिडेंट बनना चाहते हैं, इनमें से किसी एक को प्रेफर्ड अपना वोट डालने के लिए। इज इट क्लियर?
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
So can this be changed?
No, not any soon. There have been a lot of people, in fact, a lot of presidents, those who have, in the name of reforms and everything, in fact, like tried to bring into play that ये गलत सिस्टम है, ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए। अरे ये तो फिर भी अभी समझ में आने वाली बात है। अभी जब इलेक्टोरल कॉलेज में समझाऊंगा, उसमें थोड़ा सा और दिमाग का दही होगा कि लाइक व्हाट एग्जैक्टली आर दे डूइंग, राइट? सो डेफिनेटली इट्स अ वेरी
So
कॉम्प्लेक्स प्रोसेस। America is all about
was elected
technology and
till
making. Your voice is cracking.
I was asking the reason behind Trump and Clinton in the last election. She got more votes. Was the reason for her defeat was because of the electoral college?
I will bring it out because I've taken that as a case study. I have taken that election as it was a very interesting election actually, previous one,
Yes, sir.
right? So I'll bring that in fact. You don't worry about that, right? Everything about that election I'll definitely bring it up, right? Okay. So now National Assembly of the parties, in fact, like this is something which is very important. After all the primaries and caucuses of all 50 states are have taken place, then this actually comes into play. Now both the parties, Republicans and Democrats, they conduct their own national convention. Now what happens, I've written in detail, I've written a lot of things in detail so that I can take notes, because when I speak I'll be more elaborative, so the contextual notes are here. During the convention, the elected delegates cast their votes for a party candidate, and the candidate with the most delegates get the party's nomination. This is very important for you to understand. Now, who are these delegates? All the House of Representatives, all the office bearers, right, and all the senators, they all are delegates. So there are delegates and there are super delegates. Who are super delegates? Who have held the office in the past. There are around 700 some super delegates. इसका मतलब कि कोई अगर पहले का सेनेटर रहा है, जिंदा है, आज किसी ऑफिस में नहीं है, वो डेमोक्रेटिक पार्टी से या रिपब्लिकन पार्टी का मेंबर है, तो वो डेमोक्रेटिक वाला पहले था, 10 साल पहले सेनेटर था, अब नहीं है, तो वो एक सुपर डेलीगेट। इसका मतलब उसका भी एडिशनल वोट है जो वो जाके देगा। इसका मतलब कि जितने भी ये डेलीगेट्स हैं, ये कन्वेंशन में, मतलब डेमोक्रेटिक डेलीगेट्स अलग हो गए उनका पूरे अमेरिका को लेना देना नहीं, वो खाली डेमोक्रेटिक कैंडिडेट को चुनने के लिए कि प्रेसिडेंशियल कैंडिडेट हमारा कौन होगा। आई गेटिंग पॉइंट? हर स्टेट से प्राइमरी और कॉकस के बाद हर एक स्टेट से नाम आते हैं कि कौन कौन लोग प्रेसिडेंशियल इलेक्शन लड़ना चाहते हैं, राइट? जैसे मैं आपको एग्जांपल देता हूँ, जो बिडेन के सामने 30 कैंडिडेट्स थे इनकी पार्टी से, डेमोक्रेटिक पार्टी से 30 कैंडिडेट्स थे इनके नेशनल कन्वेंशन में। और नेशनल कन्वेंशन में इन सबके बीच और कुछ तो बहुत ही स्ट्रॉन्ग कैंडिडेट्स थे, राइट? लेकिन जैसे यूटा से जो था वो कैंडिडेट, बहुत वर्मोंट से जो था, तो ये थे। लेकिन उनमें से जो बाइडेन को सभी ने लास्ट में जाकर के वोट दिया, सारे डेलीगेट्स ने मिल करके, और फिर कुछ जो 30 में से कैंडिडेट थे 10-12, उन्होंने बीच में ही कन्वेंशन के बीच में ही अपना एलिजियंस बिडेन को दे दिया, राइट? ये लोग कैनवासिंग करते हैं एक दूसरे को, मतलब मुझे दीजिए, या जिसकी जैसे पीआर रहेगा, जिसका जैसे संबंध जितना अच्छा रहेगा और पास्ट जितना अच्छा रहेगा, राइट? That is the kind of thing. Now, so whosoever will have a most delegate in Republican convention and in Democrat convention separately will be nominated as the party's candidate. Now you've got it, right? पूरे अमेरिका से प्राइमरी और कॉकस के थ्रू चुन करके आते हैं लोग उस पार्टी के नेशनल कन्वेंशन में, और वहां पे जो डेलीगेट्स हैं सारे उस पार्टी के डेलीगेट्स, उस पार्टी से एसोसिएटेड लोग जो ऑफिस बेयरर्स हैं, राइट, वो लोग मिल करके वोट देते हैं कि इन सारे जो कैंडिडेट बनना चाहते हैं डेमोक्रेट या रिपब्लिकन्स में से, हु शुड बी द वन पर्सन कमिंग फॉर द प्रेसिडेंशियल नेम, राइट? All right, so the party's nomination for president is formally announced to the public after the person is chosen. The end of the convention marks the beginning of the general election process. एक बार जब convention खत्म होता है तो आपका general election start हो जाता है. What does it mean is here. Now, after the single nominee is chosen from each political party, right, then definitely this starts. Now, these people, the moment, the first thing that the president elect, right? No, sorry, not the president elect, but the presidential candidate from the party, he does is that he announces the, right? Ideally, they announce right in the beginning. Some people take a lot of time, like Kamala Harris was not the first choice, maybe, as they have said, but eventually she became the choice, and she was announced. So they start roaming the country, like in India, right? यहाँ पे उनका खेल असली शुरू होता है. And here it is said that US presidential election is the costliest election on planet Earth. ये भी कहा जाता है कि like put all of the elections put together, इतना पैसा खर्च होता है वहाँ पे उनके presidential election candidate के इसमें canvassing में, right, campaigning में. So they explain their views to the people and plans to the, you know, your messages I am just unable to see because I'm using a second screen of my computer. I'm so sorry. So you can just, you know, raise your hand and ask question if you want. That's not an issue, right? So ये लोग जाते हैं अपना कैनवासिंग करते हैं और पोटेंशियल वोटर्स, राइट, जो हैं पूरे यूएस में उनका सपोर्ट लेने की कोशिश करते हैं, राइट? अब देखो यहाँ पे एक बड़ा मजेदार सा पॉइंट आता है. रैलीज तो आपको पता होंगी, मोदी जी भी करते हैं, राहुल गांधी भी करता है, राइट? उसी तरीके से ये लोग भी रैलीज करते हैं जो इनकी पार्टी कंडक्ट कराती है, ठीक? एडवर्टाइजमेंट भी करते हैं, खूब सारे एडवर्टाइजमेंट जो पार्टी पैसा जिस पे खर्च करती है, खूब सारे टीवी पे ऐड आते हैं, बिलबोर्ड्स लगते हैं, ये सब होता है. उनकी पॉलिटिकल रैली इस साल नहीं हो पाई बिकॉज ऑफ द पैंडेमिक एंड बिकॉज ऑफ द रूल्स एंड लॉज, यू नो, नॉट एडवोकेटिंग द or supporting the public gatherings. So they did, but it was not exactly as it used to be. It was maybe only 10% of what it used to be. Then there are very important debates actually. This is very, very important. Very, very important to understand. Now, debate is where the entire public of the country, the entire Americans, and this is possibly what I personally like about the US election process, right? That the two candidates, पहला तो there is a clarity on who is going to be the next president. Unlike in India, now BJP says that, you know what, Modi ji will be our next prime minister. So you have a clarity that this person, what he has done, what he will do, whether you like him or not. And then the rest of the parties, they do not announce Like if Samajwadi Party says that, you know what, Akhilesh Yadav will be the next prime minister if we come into power. We come into the power in a position where we can provide the next prime minister of India, then he'll be there. If Congress says that Rahul Gandhi will be the next prime minister, but they never announce it, and that is a problem actually, because then you are in lurch. Why? Because like you will vote to the party. Why? Because you don't like Modi or hate Modi, and you end up voting somebody else, and then you have a assumptive idea that some good person will become the prime minister of the country, will take country forward, and then some moron ends up becoming, which is not your choice, and you start repenting the decision of yours to vote, to have voted that person. Now, unlike that, right, there is a clarity on who exactly is going to be the next president of the US, number one. Number two is very, very important, and that comes here, that there are debates, public debates. These public debates are conducted by one by CNN, one by NBC, one by Fox News. Now, if you understand the nature, then Fox News belongs to one ideology, CNN belongs to the Democrat ideology, right? So तो ये सब कोई बायस नहीं रहता है, और एक दो न्यूट्रल प्लेटफॉर्म्स पे ये 3-4 डिबेट्स बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होते हैं, और ये डिबेट में दोनों कैंडिडेट आमने सामने आते हैं, 1-2 घंटे का डिबेट करते हैं एक दूसरे से। यहीं पे कैंडिडेट्स का पूरा जो मेजर है, उनकी पूरी पोटेंशियल है, प्रोपेंसिटी है, दिस ऑल कम अप, एंड यू अंडरस्टैंड दैट हु इज मेकिंग एन एस ऑफ हिमसेल्फ, right? And you understand that where there is a clarity what this person is. So in previous election, what happened, Trump aroused the sentiment of the US by canvassing like never before, right? And spent probably 1.5 times the number of money Hillary Clinton would have spent, right? Now, this is a very important thing. And there was a narrative that, we'll make America great again, we'll make the wall. And he somehow convinced the Americans that, you know what, America should be for Americans. So people thought, हाँ भाई बिल्कुल सही बोल रहा है ये. America should be for Americans. Why everybody should come and loot us? Why? Because the neoclassical looting is, the neo age looting is not exactly barbaric style going and attacking country. It is like, getting into the country and getting better jobs than the Americans, getting better positions than the Americans, earning more than the Americans, like what Indians do, right? So he was of that sentiment, and he aroused the sentiment, and that narrative won him votes. But actually, did he win the election? This is something which is very interesting. I'll definitely talk about that, right? So debates वहाँ होते हैं, ये बहुत important है. That is salient feature. Now, what happens here? It happens usually November. Again, there's an algorithm that it should be on the first Tuesday after the first Monday, right? So in a way, like it is definitely like going to be in November, the general election, which was on 3rd of November this year. Now, the voters of each state and the District of Columbia, right, vote for electors to be, now they vote for electors to be authorized constitutional members in a presidential election, right? These voters form the electoral college. Are you getting the point? Now, Texas has certain number of electors. California has a certain number of electors. Now, why Texas has 34 and California has 55, right? It all depends on population. जैसे आप देखो MLA या MP आप देखो, यूपी में कितने MPs होते हैं? Any idea about anyone has any idea? यूपी में close to how many MPs are there?
So 110, near to 110.
No. It's not that.
It's 88, I guess.
No, it's around 80. Even I'm not confirmed of the numbers, but it is around 80, right? I think it is 80 or it is around 80, right? So 80 MPs are there. Now, what about Arunachal Pradesh? How many MPs are there? The size of Arunachal Pradesh is huge. It is possibly more than Uttar Pradesh. But how many MPs are there in Arunachal Pradesh? Can you Google it out and tell me?
Say two.
Two. Just imagine. So the area of UP and Arunachal Pradesh is similar, almost, or probably one of which is bigger slightly. But what I'm trying to say, one is 80 MPs, one is 2 MPs. So here also the same system goes on, because the member of parliament is representative of the people, right? And number of people पे उतना आपको एक MP दिया जाता है, एक सीट लोकसभा में दी जाती है उतने लोगों की आवाज उठाने के लिए. So a seat in Lok Sabha is to raise the voice of people is to do something good to the people. But how many people? This is something which is unique. So it will not be कि नहीं एरिया वाइज अगर कर देंगे तो वहां भी 80 MP हो गए. पता चला कि जितने MLA नहीं है उससे ज्यादा आपके MP हो जाएंगे फिर. ठीक उसी तरीके से जो पॉपुलेशन है कैलिफोर्निया की वो बहुत ज्यादा, सबसे ज्यादा है, इसलिए वहां पे 55 है और कहीं पे 2 है, कहीं पे 3 है, कहीं पे 5 है, ऐसे करके. डिस्ट्रिक्ट ऑफ कोलंबिया में 3 है, राइट? क्योंकि डिस्ट्रिक्ट ऑफ कोलंबिया को ये माना जाता है कि लाइक इट इज ऑल लिटरेटी, इट इज ऑल अबाउट द गवर्नमेंट, इट इज ऑल अबाउट द गवर्नमेंट ऑफिशियल्स. सो डेफिनेटली लाइक वी शुड हैव ग्रेटर रिप्रेजेंटेशंस, बिकॉज अगर एक ही होगा तो वो बायस हो सकता है, इसलिए 3 वहां पे सीटें दो डिस्ट्रिक्ट ऑफ कोलंबिया को, भले वो एक छोटी सी जगह, एक शहर है जिसको उन्होंने एक छोटा डिस्ट्रिक्ट बना दिया है, राइट? दैट्स अ काइंड ऑफ थिंग. तो ओके, सो दिस then an elector is a member of the electoral college. These electors appointed by the states are pledged to support the presidential candidate the voters have supported. Now अब देखो फिर बता रहा हूँ, जैसे कैलिफोर्निया मान लो 55 इलेक्टर्स हैं, राइट? कैलिफोर्निया में 55 इलेक्टर का मतलब ये होगा, सपोज करो, मैं सपोजिशन चल रहा हूँ अभी एक रियल फिगर भी लेके आऊंगा सामने आपके, राइट, इन ग्राफिक्स. तो सपोज करो कि वहां पे 55 में से 30 मिल गए डेमोक्रेट्स को और बाकी मिल गए आपके 25 वोट्स इलेक्टर्स हुए उनके सिलेक्ट, ठीक है ना, लिबरल्स के. तो इस तरीके से अगर आप देखो, लेकिन यहाँ पे आगे क्या होगा, दैट इज समथिंग लाइक, तो वहां पे 30 वोट उनका था और 25 इनका था, राइट? तो ये तो हो गया आपका इलेक्टर का. लेकिन अभी आगे यहाँ पे और गेम होगा, दैट इज टू बी अंडरस्टूड, that even though the majority of people of the USA vote for a candidate, that does not mean that he or she will win the presidential election. Understand that, right? There are instances where a candidate who won the popular vote lost. What is popular vote? General election में. तो जनरल इलेक्शन पूरे अमेरिका में होता है, सारे 50 स्टेट्स में, राइट? तो ये देखा जाता है कि किसको कितने वोट मिले. लेकिन यहाँ पे आपको मैं जो केस स्टडी दिखाऊंगा वो आपको क्लियर कर देगी, राइट? दैट इज व्हाट is something which is to be understood. एक मिनट पहले इसको हम लोग सॉल्व एक बार कर लें, then we'll come on to that, right? So this thing is now electoral college के ऊपर usually now after the general election is done, right? This happens in December, like it happened this year in December. It's a recent news. So the US president is elected by the institution called the electoral college, as told you earlier, right? The constitution only states that the candidate who receives a majority of votes in the electoral college becomes president. It says nothing about the popular votes. What are popular votes? The votes that has gone to a candidate, right, from the whole United States, right? So what exactly does it mean? ये आपको example ज़्यादा अच्छा समझ में आएगा, but still you should take your notes first. So the intent of the framers of the constitution, right? Why has this happened? Even if the popular votes are going to a different candidate, right? Somebody else with a lesser vote ended up becoming the president of the US. Their intent, the framers of the constitution, their intent in US was to filter public opinion through a body composed of wiser, more experienced people, right? The framers did not want the presidents to be chosen directly by the people. Now, imagine Bihar. Now, Bihar, Lalu Yadav ruled the state for many years, and you understand what the state went into, right? It was an absolute chaos, right? Total pandemonium, right? A real mayhem over there, and gundagardi and abduction and all this thing became properly. It became actually factories. So these actually became industries, right? कहा जाता है कि मारुति ओमनी सबसे ज्यादा वहां बिकती थी, बिकॉज वहां पे जो किडनैपिंग के केस होते थे उसमें सबसे ज्यादा होते थे. एंड किडनैपिंग में जो होता था उसको एमएलए को भी पैसा देना पड़ता था, मिनिस्टर्स को देना पड़ता था. इफ somebody has got 1 lakh rupees from kidnapping, he had to pay 50,000 rupees to the government. Government means like the corrupt politicians and all. This was the case. Now all mostly illiterate people, good for nothing, they actually got into and became the legislators and became the politicians. Now this is not the case no more. So definitely, like with the intent of transparency, technology, and public becoming more educated, all those things. In fact, definitely that is what they were fearing. कहीं ऐसा नहीं कि वहां पे भी कोई लालू यादव आकर आकर के बन जाएगा हमारा। डायरेक्ट अगर पब्लिक ने वोट किया तो किसी भी तरीके से पब्लिक किसी स्विंग में आकर के वोट दे सकती है, बट पब्लिक के वोट से हम लोग खाली एक सजेशन लेंगे इलेक्टर्स का, और फिर हम लोग देखेंगे कि वहां पे क्या होने वाला है। लेट अस सी ये कैसे था, राइट? तो ईच स्टेट गेट्स अ सर्टेन नंबर ऑफ इलेक्टर्स, और ये सर्टेन नंबर ऑफ इलेक्टर मैंने आपको पहले समझा दिया कैसे होते हैं, उस स्टेट की पॉपुलेशन को बेस बना करके होता है, राइट? नाउ दिस इज बेस्ड ऑन ईच स्टेट्स टोटल रिप्रेजेंटेशन इन कांग्रेस। Representation in Congress is totally a function of the population of the state, right? Then each of the 50 US states and the capital Washington DC, which is a district which does not belong to any state, have a set number of electors, which reflects that there are their size. Now California is the most populated with 38 million people and has 55 electoral votes, more than any other state in the US. On the other hand, a state such as Montana, which is right in the Midwest, right, which is geographically large but has a very small population. I was giving example of Arunachal Pradesh, right? Just over 1 million people, only has 3 electors. So a state which is greater than that, in fact, has lesser, just like 80 and 2 we saw here.
Sir,
Now,
how sir,
yeah, bole.
sir, how electors are different from MPs in India? Because in India we also vote for MPs and they choose the prime minister.
Yes. Similar process. जैसे मान लो, चलो यूपी को हम मान लेते हैं, मैं आपको यूपी की बात बता रहा हूँ। चलो यूपी को मान लेते हैं कि okay, I am from Varanasi and there is no need to tell you who's the MP from Varanasi. Do you know who's the MP from Varanasi?
Narendra
Modi. Narendra Modi.
Yeah, the Prime Minister is the Member of Parliament from Varanasi. All right. So during the election, so UP has 80 odd MP seats. Now Varanasi is an MP seat, right? So Mr. Modi contested the election from here. All right. Okay. This is all known to everybody. Now there were candidates from all the parties. Similarly, if UP was in US, then Varanasi would have been one of the electoral seat, right? But it was not for MP. That means the elector will not become the. So all these MPs will go and then choose the presidential candidate who is not an MP, but who may have been an MP before. That's a different thing. But he's a person who has come out of the primary and caucuses and after the national convention as the preferred candidate from that particular, right? That particular party. So similar to that MP election, the elector election is there. Now, in an area, just मान लो Sacramento or maybe Los Angeles. So in Los Angeles, if say there are 2 electoral seats, तो मान लो एक है, चलो तो एक electoral seat पे एक डेमोक्रेट का भी कैंडिडेट खड़ा होगा, एक उनका भी कैंडिडेट खड़ा होगा, रिपब्लिकन का भी, एक तीसरी चौथी कोई पार्टी है उसको ग्रीन पार्टी है उसका भी खड़ा हो जाएगा, इंडिपेंडेंट भी 2-4 हो जाएंगे, एंड देन द इंटायर वोटर्स, रजिस्टर्ड वोटर ऑफ Los Angeles will go on to vote one of the person. Is it clear? That is general. So in general election, they all will be voting for one candidate, right? Who will become the elector from that particular. At the same time, the senator vote and the House of Representative voting also is there. Are you getting a point? जैसे कभी MLA और MP का वोटिंग अगर एक साथ हो जाए इंडिया में, वैसा वहां होता है। तो हम इलेक्टर का वोट तो करेंगे, साथ में ही हम सेनेटर कौन बनेगा अगर उस समय हो रहा है वोट, तो एक साथ हो भी सकता है कि एक साथ कहीं हो। सेनेटर का भी वोटिंग चल रहा है, हाउस ऑफ रिप्रेजेंटेटिव का भी वोटिंग चल रहा है जो हर दूसरे साल पे होता है, राइट? और सेनेटर का हर 6ठे साल पे होता है। तो किसी एक साल में तीनों एक साथ क्लैश भी कर सकते हैं, तो मुझे 3 वोट एक साथ वहां देना पड़ेगा, बट तीनों अलग अलग कारण से। वन इज फॉर द इलेक्टर, राइट, फ्रॉम दैट रीजन। सो अब वहां से मान लो डेमोक्रेट इलेक्टर सिलेक्ट हो गया, ऐसा। इज इट क्लियर?
Basically,
Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
President.
So now this is very important. This is very important that aside from Maine and Nebraska, there are 2 states in US. One is called as Maine, which is in the northeastern coastal side, above New York State, right? And Nebraska, right in Midwest, right? If a candidate gets the most votes within a state, they receive that state a full quota of electoral college. Now, okay, so अब यहाँ पे थोड़ा इंटरेस्टिंग है, राइट? यहाँ पे एक इंटरेस्टिंग चीज है कि जनरल इलेक्शन का फिर मतलब क्या रहा? ये रहा कि मान लो कि वहां पे टोटल जैसे कैलिफोर्निया में 55 इलेक्टर्स हैं, राइट, जिसमें से मैंने बताया था 30 रिपब्लिकन के हैं और 25 डेमोक्रेट के हैं, राइट। अब हुई जनरल वोटिंग। तो जनरल वोटिंग में क्या हुआ कि वोट ज्यादा मिल गया इनको डेमोक्रेट्स को, राइट, जिनके पास 25 सीट्स थी, सॉरी 25 उनके इलेक्टर्स थे, और रिपब्लिकन के इलेक्टर थे कितने, 30। लेकिन जनरल वोटिंग में उनको वोट ज्यादा मिल गया, इसलिए ये सारा का सारा, सॉरी, ये सारा का सारा जो वोट है, राइट, सो अगेन this is a bit confusing, so I'll repeat it all over again, right? So what will happen is that if there are, say, 30 with one party, right, and 25 with one party, now if the people voted for a different candidate, right, then the entire voting, like वो 30 का वो 25, पूरा का पूरा 55 vote will go to one candidate. Are you getting my point? What I'm trying to say?
Yes, sir.
No, sir. No, sir.
Sir, please repeat.
Right. So yeah, so the entire vote will go. I mean, I have an infographic that will make you explain better, in fact. So let me not confuse you just
Sir,
by
it works
giving
on
you
the
a picture,
majority
right?
part, right?
I'll show you just 1 minute more. Yeah. So there are 538 electoral votes. That means all of the electors from all the 50 states of US and the DC, right? The total electors are 538, and to make a government, means to select a president, how many votes are needed? 270 electoral votes are needed
270.
to. Okay, so now like have a look at this. So this is very interesting. These are all the electoral votes from all the states. You can just see that California has 55, right? Arizona has 10, Utah has 5, Nevada has 5, Oregon has 7, Washington has 11, Montana, as I told you, has 3. Such a large state has 3. Texas has 34, right? Then Florida, a very small state, not that big, but has 27. That is why these states, अगर आपने ध्यान दिया होगा presidential
Swing
election के समय
states.
में, तो टेक्सास का, कैलिफोर्निया का, राइट, न्यूयॉर्क का, फ्लोरिडा का, इनका नाम बहुत ज्यादा आ रहा था।
So
इलिनॉय
what
का
do we mean by swing
काफी ज्यादा आ
states?
रहा था। सॉरी,
What do we mean by swing states?
मैं आ रहा हूँ उसमें, मैं आ रहा हूँ। ये क्वेश्चन आप लास्ट के लिए रखेंगे, ठीक है ना? चलो चलो, अच्छा यही इसको देख लेते हैं। सो आउट ऑफ दीज 50 स्टेट्स ऑफ यूएस, एक बहुत ही अजीब सी चीज है यूएस में, बहुत ही पोलराइज टाइप की चीज है कि कुछ स्टेट्स हैं जो पूरे के पूरे स्टेट बाय अथॉरिटी बोलते हैं कि नहीं साहब, हम तो मतलब 90% रिपब्लिकन है। वो कभी भी उनका वोट किसी वहां से कोई और जीता ही नहीं, राइट। अब अगर 90% 80% रिपब्लिकन है तो कौन वहां जीतेगा? वहां का सारा तो मिल जाएगा रिपब्लिकन्स को ही, जो भी कैंडिडेट वहां खड़ा हो जाएगा, राइट। क्योंकि उनका पूरा माइंड सेट, उनका पूरा सेंटिमेंट, जैसे इंडिया में अगर मुझे बताना हो, तो अब तक के इलेक्शन में इफ यू लुक इनटू वेस्ट बंगाल, देन वेस्ट बंगाल हैज बीन a leftist kind of a state right since beginning, right since the days of Jyoti Basu. The communists were there for long time, and then Mamata Banerjee, who was like, you know, a kind of a left to center kind of a person earlier with the Congress, and then created her own leftist ideological party called as TMC. Similar is the case in Kerala. Now Kerala mein people understand that whatever happens which party is going to win, लेफ्ट, राइट। उसी तरीके से यूएस में एक बड़ा ही तगड़ा पोलराइजेशन है, जिसमें बहुत सारे ऐसे स्टेट्स हैं, ऑलमोस्ट 35 के आसपास, 35 to 40 के बीच में रहते हैं, स्विंग नहीं करते, मतलब ये रजिस्टर्ड है कि इतने तो स्टेट्स बिल्कुल कंफर्म्ड है हमारे, जो हमारे जैसे आपके क्वेश्चंस में यू अंडरस्टैंड दैट देयर इज अ नंबर सिस्टम जिसमें 99% चांसेस है कि दीज आर लो हैंगिंग फ्रूट्स फॉर मी। सो इफ अ क्वेश्चन फ्रॉम this particular chapter will come, then definitely I'll do it, right? So similarly, there are states which are prominently Republican. There are states which are prominently they are Democrats. But then there are states जो historically एक बार उनको वोट मिलता है, एक बार इनको वोट मिलता है, एक बार कोई वहां जीतता है, रिपब्लिकन जीतता है, एक बार वहां डेमोक्रेट जीता है, राइट। तो these are called as swing states, राइट। जैसे कैलिफोर्निया की बात करें तो कैलिफोर्निया एक प्रोफाउंडली डेमोक्रेट स्टेट है, टेक्सास प्रोफाउंडली रिपब्लिकन स्टेट है, मतलब टेक्सास में डेमोक्रेट लगभग नहीं के बराबर है जीते हैं, और कैलिफोर्निया में नहीं के बराबर है कि ट्रम्प कितना भी अच्छा काम क्यों नहीं कर देता, इसलिए नहीं जीतता क्योंकि वो रिपब्लिकन था, राइट। तो इस तरीके से, बट फ्लोरिडा एक ऐसा स्टेट है जहां पे जो अच्छी कैनवैसिंग करे या फिर उनके मन में जो भी आ जाए, वॉट एवर इनफैक्ट हैपेंस, उनको जो अच्छा लग गया, तो वो स्विंग स्टेट उनको कहते हैं, राइट। दैट मीन्स देयर इज अ स्विंग बिटवीन डेमोक्रेट एंड, सो देयर इज नो श्योरिटी. So Trump and Biden had a surety about certain states, भाई इतने तो हमें वोट्स, इलेक्टोरल कॉलेज वोट्स मिलेंगे ही मिलेंगे. अब ये रही बात सरकार बनाने के लिए इतने वोट्स की जो स्विंग स्टेट से ज्यादा आएंगे. हालांकि इस बार क्या हुआ कि एक दो ऐसे जो प्रोफाउंड स्टेट्स थे ट्रम्प के, उनका भी वोट चला गया, जिसके कारण ट्रम्प इज गुस्साया हुआ टाइप, इनफैक्ट एंड ही इज सेइंग कि ये गलत है, हो ही नहीं सकता. पेंसिल्वेनिया में उसको लगा कि ये हो ही नहीं सकता, ये कैसे हो सकता है. एंड देन जॉर्जिया में, पेंसिल्वेनिया में, व्हिच आर सपोज्ड टू बी रिपब्लिकन forts, but ended up like being on the side of Biden, in fact. So he's very crazy about it, right? So these are the, you can take a snapshot of this particular thing. It's a very, very important slide show. All right, so now
Sir,
look
you
at this.
said,
Yeah.
sir, you said that just like people will vote for the electoral in the initial, and when the electoral, like you said, they were 30.
फिर से बता रहा हूँ, आपकी आवाज कट रही है, फिर से बता रहा हूँ, मैं समझ गया. So what happens in general election, people will vote for electors. There are 538 electors all across the US that they will be voting for, right? And among these 538, right, 270 जिनके पास चले जाएंगे. अब 270 ये लोग कैसे इनको वोट करेंगे? देखो, ये इलेक्टर्स इनको वोट नहीं करेंगे प्रेसिडेंट को, इलेक्टर्स ऑटोमेटिकली वोटेड हो जाएंगे, राइट. जितने स्टेट में, एक स्टेट में जितने वोट जिसको मिले, अगर एक स्टेट में मान लो 51% वोट, जैसे मैं कैलिफोर्निया की बात कर रहा हूँ, 51% वोट अगर ट्रम्प को मिला होता, हालांकि ये जो मैं स्लाइड दिखा रहा हूँ इस पे ये बात समझा दूंगा, बट स्टिल आपके प्रश्न का उत्तर है कि अगर 51% वोट यहाँ पे ट्रम्प को मिला होता, और भले 49% वोट मिला होता बिडेन को, लेकिन क्योंकि जनरल इलेक्शन में वोटिंग ज्यादा थी इनकी, इसलिए वहां पे ये सारा का सारा 55 सीट्स. इसका मतलब एक स्टेट की जितने इलेक्टर्स हैं, चाहे वो आपके रिपब्लिकन के हों या डेमोक्रेट के हों, एक स्टेट के पूरे वोटर्स, पूरे इलेक्टर्स, उनका वोट किसी एक ही कैंडिडेट को जाएगा. वहां पे स्प्लिटिंग नहीं होगी, राइट.
Sir, does
एक्सेप्ट
CVI
फॉर
Sir, it's like जैसे इंडिया में है, जैसे किसी एक जैसे डिस्ट्रिक्ट है, डिस्ट्रिक्ट से कोई अगर एमएलए है, वहां से कोई खड़ा हुआ है, तो उसके मतलब पॉपुलेशन है, तो दूसरे जो हारा है उसको कम वोट्स मिले,
नहीं, यहाँ तो सिंपल है, जिसको कम वोट मिले वो हार जाएगा.
वो हार जाएगा. बट एक्चुअली जो हारा है, बट बाकी डिस्ट्रिक्ट में उसको ज्यादा वोट मिल गए, तो ओवरऑल उसके 51% हो गए.
नहीं. इस पे क्या है ना कि इसमें मैं बोलूँ, इससे अच्छा है कि आपको
स्टेट
ये
वाइज
दिखाऊं जो
जाएगा
दिखाने जा
इसमें
रहा हूँ.
सर.
इसको आप देखिए, ठीक है ना. तो चलो हम इसको, जो मैंने कहा था कि लास्ट आपका जो प्रश्न है उसका उत्तर यहाँ छुपा हुआ है, और पूरी अंडरस्टैंडिंग भी यहीं पे है कि
Sir,
पिछले
does
इलेक्शन
PVI
में
index has
2016 में
a
जो हुआ था बिटवीन हिलरी क्लिंटन एंड डोनाल्ड जे ट्रम्प. So this is what happened actually. Just have a look. Just have a look. Now, what is the total number of votes that Hillary Clinton got in the country? सबसे पहले ऊपर वाला देखिए. You see that it is definitely more than Trump. Can you see that?
Yes, sir.
But what is
Yes,
the
sir.
electoral votes that he got? It was 300 plus, right? And Hillary was like 200 something. You saw that? Then look at the second one. This one, right? Now Hillary got 47.75% total popular votes. That means in the general election, and Trump got 47.3. But here, this is what I was showing. He got 306 votes from the electoral college, and only 232 votes from were like awarded to Clinton. Now, if you look into this, then definitely this is what exactly happened. To make it more understandable, can you see the screen? दिख रहा है आपको?
Yes sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. So you see this. जैसे मान लो ये 4 स्टेट्स का मैंने एग्जांपल ले लिया कि 4 स्टेट में, एक स्टेट में 3 वोट ग्रीन को पड़े, ब्लू को पड़े, और बाकी के 6 वोट पड़ गए रेड को, राइट. और उसी तरीके से ऐसे हो, यानी कि 25 टोटल वोट्स पड़े ब्लू को और 20 पड़े सिर्फ रेड को, राइट। लेकिन इलेक्टोरल कॉलेज में यहाँ पे क्या हुआ अब आप देखो, राइट। यानी कि एक चौथा स्टेट ऐसा था जिसमें कि 8 वोट्स पड़े थे, 8 वोट्स पड़े थे ब्लू को और एक ही वोट पड़ा था इनको, और इससे टोटल जो वोट्स थे जनरल इलेक्शन के ज्यादा थे ब्लू के। लेकिन जब इलेक्टोरल कॉलेज की बात आई तो 5 में से 3 स्टेट में रेड आ गया। कैन यू सी दैट?
Okay, sir. I understand that.
ये आपको इसको आप प्लीज सेव कर लीजिए, मतलब अपने उसमें। तो ये सेल्फ अंडरस्टूड वाला मामला है कि वोटर्स ने कितना आपको वोट दिया ये नहीं तय करेगा, बल्कि, और ये इसलिए आता है क्योंकि अलग अलग स्टेट्स में अलग अलग नंबर ऑफ इलेक्टर्स हैं, राइट। तो अगर कैलिफोर्निया किसी के साथ चला गया तो 55, अब जरा प्रीवियस वाली स्लाइड में अगर आप जाओ तो ये देखो कि 55 करने के लिए आपको कितने स्टेट्स में जीतना पड़ता। सॉरी, यहाँ पे ये देखो, अब आप 55 जरा जोड़ो तो ओरेगन, आइडाहो, मोंटाना, नॉर्थ डकोटा, साउथ डकोटा, वायोमिंग, नेब्रास्का, राइट, कोलोराडो, कैंसस, आयोवा, मिनेसोटा, ये सब मिला करके और कुछ और स्टेट्स मिला करके 55 नहीं हो रहे हैं। तो 50 स्टेट्स तो हमने बोल दिया, लेकिन पता लगा कि ये 20 स्टेट मिला करके एक स्टेट के बराबर का वोट हुआ। 20 स्टेट पे ट्रम्प जीत भी गया तो उसको कोई फायदा उससे थोड़ी होगा, क्योंकि जो इलेक्टोरल कॉलेज वोट है वो तो उसको एक ही स्टेट से हरा देंगे। You getting a point? So
Yes,
this
sir.
was the, जबकि इंडिया में ऐसा नहीं है, इंडिया का अलग सिस्टम है, आप समझते हैं क्या, इसलिए मैं समझाऊंगा नहीं, right? So this page is important actually, so we need to just take a snapshot of this particular page, right? Screenshot of whatever you are taking, right? So that you can have a look at it. Now, so some of the key takeaways from this session is that US presidential and vice presidential candidate are not directly elected by the voters, right? They both are. So president is elected through the primary caucus method. The parties select their own candidates, and then they go to their own party's national convention, from where the delegates of that party, right, they end up nominating one person, because एक ही आदमी लड़ेगा, कई तो लड़ेंगे नहीं, तो कुछ तो filtration उसका method होगा। They all do a canvassing, 4-5 दिन चलता है वो कन्वेंशन, उसमें ये लोग मंथन करके निकालते हैं कि साहब किसको बनना चाहिए। बड़े उसमें डिबेट्स होते हैं, बड़ी कैनवेसिंग होती है, एक दूसरे से संपर्क होता है, देन दे end up selecting it out, right? उसके बाद वो बंदा उस पार्टी का, यानी कि जो 30 लोग लड़ रहे थे, 29 लोग लड़ रहे थे, उनका भी एक अनडॉन्टेड सपोर्ट बिडेन को हो गया कि हाँ चलो अब तो ये हमारे, हम लड़ना चाहते थे, that's a different thing, but now he's the party's candidate, so all my allegiance is towards him, right? That's the kind of thing. तो पहला तो ये है। उसके बाद आपका होता है जनरल इलेक्शन, जिसमें कि इलेक्टर्स सिलेक्ट होते हैं, और जो इलेक्टोरल कॉलेज है, किस किस स्टेट में आपने कितना कितना जीता उसको लेकर के, इसलिए जो ज्यादा अब आप देखो ना, जो छोटे छोटे स्टेट है जहाँ पे दो सीटें हैं, 2 इलेक्टर्स हैं, 3 इलेक्टर हैं, 1 इलेक्टर है, ट्रम्प तो वहां गया भी नहीं अपना कैनवासिंग करने के लिए। तो ट्रम्प 2 जगह नहीं गया, एक तो वहां नहीं गया जहां पे उसको 100% पता था कि हमारे वोटर्स हैं, मतलब वो आंख बंद करके रिपब्लिकन्स को वोट देंगे। एक वहां नहीं गया जहां पे उसको पता था कि 100% डेमोक्रेट के वोटर है, वहां जाने का मेरे कोई फायदा नहीं है, मैं अपना टाइम वेस्ट करूंगा। तो ट्रम्प कहाँ गया? ट्रम्प एक तो वहां गया जहां उसको डाउट था कि इस स्टेट में भले रिपब्लिकन को वोट मिलता है, लेकिन जो मार्जिन है वो 1-2% का है, वहां पे मैं इसको मोनेटाइज कर सकता हूँ। और दूसरा वहां गया जहां स्विंग स्टेट्स थे। Are you getting a point? तो उनकी कैनवेसिंग ऐसे होती है, ठीक है? Alright, so then it is the electors from each state who elect the US president and तो वाइस प्रेसिडेंट तो इलेक्ट होता भी नहीं है, वाइस प्रेसिडेंट ऑटोमेटिक इलेक्शन है, जिसको प्रेसिडेंट ने सिलेक्ट किया कि ये बंदा मेरा। Now this is again a very good thing I like about them, you know, the Americans, that there is a clarity कि जो ऑफिस ऑफ प्रेसिडेंट है वो खुद चूज करेगा कि मेरा स्टाफ कौन होगा, और ये होना भी चाहिए। ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए कि आपको कोई भी बिकॉज ऑफ, अब देखो जब कोalition गवर्नमेंट्स थे इंडिया में तो प्रॉब्लम क्या थी? Mr. Atal Bihari Vajpayee would never have wanted somebody to be the railway minister, but he has to become because he's a party, उसके इतने MPs हैं, सपोर्ट है, उसके कारण आपकी सरकार को सपोर्ट मिला हुआ है, तो आपको उसको बनाना ही पड़ेगा, and then it becomes a banana republic. So that is what the problem is. But here they choose not only that, but they choose everybody. अब इंडिया में अब ये मिस्टर मोदी ने इसको स्टार्ट कर दिया है, there is a lot of furor and all. I'm not saying my allegiance is towards Mr. Modi or not, but it's a brilliant thing that Mr. Modi selects his own staff. So there is no friction. वो गुजरात से जितना चीफ मिनिस्टर थे उनके सारे शानदार लोगों को जानते थे, जो काम करने में बहुत अच्छे थे, एक बार उनका काम होता था, एक्सपर्टीज थी उनकी। एक ऐसा प्राइम मिनिस्टर जो आ गया, ऑफिस में बैठ गया और उसको वहां पे जितने ऑफिसर्स हैं, जितने लोग हैं, स्टाफ है, उनके साथ वो काम करना पड़ा। अब ही डजंट इवन नो कि कौन कैसा काम करता है, एंड आई नो दैट ये बंदा अच्छा काम करता है, वो बंदा अच्छा काम करता है। हाँ, मेरे इंटेंशंस करेक्ट होने चाहिए, प्योर होने चाहिए, एंड देन इट्स फाइन, राइट? So this is what the president does, including the vice president, which the president deems fit, they select. So the college consists of 538 electoral votes from 50 states and District of Columbia, right? So 535 electors comes from 50 states, and then 3 comes from District of Columbia. Then the election results are largely influenced by the voter behavior in large swing states. Somebody asked that question. It's a very, very good question. Swing state जो किसी पार्टी का स्टेट नहीं है, वो किसी को वोट दे सकता है उनकी मेरिट पे या उनकी कैनवसिंग पे या उनके नैरेटिव को कंज्यूम करके, राइट? दैट्स द काइंड ऑफ थिंग. And to win the election, the candidate needs to secure 270 electoral votes. Okay. All right. So, is there any further question or any point of discussion that you guys have? 5 minutes. Yeah. Go ahead.
Actually,
Go
I
ahead.
need to ask that you have already said that the budget of US election campaigning is very large.
Yeah.
So, also the party or the candidate from where they receive the funding from, and is it the candidate's money that is spent on the campaign, or the party's money, or they receive donation from other businesses?
Wonderful. That's a very
Fundraisers and
what's your
donations.
name? Karthik.
Yes, sir.
Karthik, बहुत ही बढ़िया. You have opened a Pandora's box. So, you know, so let me tell you one thing of my experience in being in US. So what happens is, if somebody says that there is no corruption in US, it is grossly mistaken. It's wrong. So there are two countries, Canada and US, right? Now, Canada is not a socialist state, but in Canada, the education for Canadians is free, right? In Canada, the healthcare of Canadians is free. But in US, the healthcare is the costliest in the world, right? The pharmacies are costliest in the world. It is much more easier for an American to, to come to India and get operated, say, even if it ends up in a payment of 10 lakh rupees, for the 10 lakh rupees invested in India, the cost in US will be around 2.5 crores. Just understand, 25 times more as like compared to India. So what does he do? वो तो जानता है कि भैया हम तो मर जाएंगे. तो अब उनके ऊपर नहीं है. अब यूएस में मैंडेटरी लॉ है, जैसे कार के ऊपर होता है ना, इंडिया में भी कार के ऊपर है. अगर आपके पास कार है या कोई भी व्हीकल है, राइट, जो फ्यूल से चलती है, तो आपके पास उसका इंश्योरेंस होना चाहिए. ये बात आपको पता है, तय है, राइट? Similarly, in US, it is a mandatory thing that everybody must have their medical insurance. Now, it is said that the US governments largely plays between three kind of industries or corporations. One is the pharma companies, second is the insurance companies, and third is the maker of weapons, right? ये तीन जो है, इनके मतलब ऐसा कहा जाता है कि इतनी बड़ी कॉन्स्पिरेसीज हैं कि जो इराक वॉर था, अटैक ऑन इराक, अटैक ऑन अफगानिस्तान, is not because America has any vested interest in Iraq and Afghanistan कि नहीं तुमने कुवैत पे अटैक कर दिया तो हमारा इतना दिल दुखा कि हम इराक को बिल्कुल जाके निस्तनाबूद कर देंगे, right? Iraq was supposed to be a very affluent. I'm not laudating the virtue of Iraq, but I know about that Iraq war and everything because of my studies and everything. So I must tell you कि Iraq was not only an affluent state, Iraq was very rich, Iraq was very liberal also. Iraq was unlike Iran, जो कि पहले 70s तक में तो ईरान में आपको लड़कियां बिल्कुल जो भी वेस्टर्न ड्रेसेस है वो पहन के आपको मिल जाएंगी, वैसा होता था. But after Khomeini came, in fact, and it became a Islamic kind of a place. Now, Iraq was very liberal despite of that, right? The girls had all the rights, all kind of clothing was, all kind of showrooms were there. Then why did America went and did that? भाई कितने सारे देश हैं जो आपस में frontier countries keep on fighting. It went because of its vested interest, right? And it is said that there are two conspiracies, especially in the modern world in last 30 years, attack on
Proxy wars.
Afghanistan, the proxy wars. Well, no, it was not a proxy war. It was basically a real war. That the weaponry was so piled up that the weapon companies who invested billions of dollars in American elections on candidates, they were unable to get their money worth. So unless, देखो अभी तुम्हारे घर में एक टीवी है तो तुम टीवी दूसरी क्यों खरीदोगे बताओ? इसका मतलब या तो तुम दूसरा कमरा बनाओ and you decide that I need another TV, right? Or you just discard this TV and buy a new TV, right? So the same thing happened in US. It is not a confirmation. I'm not saying I was an insider, but this is what the whole world understands, that 2 + 2 is equal to 4. So they raised the war and invested some billions of dollars. Both the wars, still it is going on, and the weapon is. So basically the Iraq war was said that it is a war which was waged by the US, not only to use their weaponry जो खराब हो रही थी ताकि नया weapon खरीदा जाए वहां पे, but also it was a kind of showcase. अब भाई मुझे एक गन बेचनी है तो मुझे तो गन चला के देखनी पड़ेगी, तो मैं किस कंट्री में जाके गन चला के दिखाऊंगा या किसको इसको इनवाइट करूंगा, आइए हमारे यहाँ गन चला के देखिए, कोई आता है क्या ऐसे? लेकिन अब आप देखो, अगर शाहरुख, सलमान या कोई और विराट कोहली किसी चीज का एडवर्टीजमेंट अगर कर दे, राइट, फॉर विच दे चार्ज what millions of rupees, right, or maybe crores of rupees, तो आप उससे inspired होते हो. This is what advertisement does. This is what an influencer does. So this is an influencing technique to the whole world, that, you know, Scud missile, Patriot missile, and all those things, and the whole countries were watching the war like they watch the tennis match, and then they were urged to, अरे वाह, Scud missile बड़ी अच्छी है, Patriot बड़ी अच्छी है, चलो खरीदो, हमारे यहाँ भी चाहिए. जरूरत नहीं है लेकिन चाहिए, राइट, वो डिफेंस के लिए. देखो मिसाइल आई और इस पेट्रियट ने उसको हवा में फोड़ दिया, like it will make everyone go crazy. India will think, Pakistan will think that if India attacks us, then definitely we should have this missile, and they bought it, right? मतलब भूखे नंगों के पास खाने के लिए पैसा नहीं है, but they took loan from international organizations and bought weapons, और trillions of dollars के weapons बिकने लगे. तो ये सब कुछ कहीं ना कहीं से, like it is all a vicious circle in fact over there. This is so as to say, and that's what you can understand out of it.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, anything else?
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, is it possible to compare US elections and India elections, like election system?
Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. Not even distantly so.
Okay.
Not even distantly so. Yeah.
Okay.
They all are guided. They both are guided by constitution. They both are democracies, but the selection and the election process is very, very different.
Excuse me,
Okay,
sir.
so let me just tell you one standard note. In 2014, for the first time, Bharatiya Janata Party behaved like the caucus of United States. That means the party came in, right? It brought all the important party members from all over India and Goa. Mr. Rajnath Singh was the president of BJP at that time, and then they launched the same portfolio. जैसे caucus US में होता है कि भाई अब आप सारे registered जो party members हैं, वो लोग मिलकर के ये तय करेंगे कि कौन बनेगा हमारा अगला प्राइम मिनिस्टर कैंडिडेट. इसको लेके आडवाणी जी और एक बहुत बड़ा विंग था जो कि बिल्कुल खुश नहीं था इस बात से, ये क्या बात हुई. बट दे सेड दैट वी वांट टू बी ट्रांसपेरेंट, राइट, एंड ट्रांसपेरेंसी का मतलब कि जो पॉपुलर व्यक्ति है हमारी पार्टी में, अगर 70% लोग बोल रहे हैं कि ये बनना चाहिए, 30% नहीं बोल रहे, तो किसको बनना चाहिए? हम बात की लड़ाई क्यों रखें, राइट? और इससे एक नया सिस्टम स्टार्ट हुआ कम से कम भारतीय जनता पार्टी के अंदर, and that is something that can be transferred to the next remaining parties as well. But the remaining parties in India, if you understand, are, so as to say, so stupid or maybe so obviously corrupt that they are mostly run by the dynasties. Now, can Rahul Gandhi, now look what is happening in Congress. There is a lot of war in between, within the party, a huge war in the party, right? Why? Because there are people like rationalists like Shashi Tharoor and all, who openly goes on to say, भैया ये क्या होता है कि आप पहले से सोच रहे हो कि यही बनेंगे, अरे आप उसमें देखो किसी और को अध्यक्ष बनाओ पार्टी का, एंड somebody else should be like, you know, whosoever. तो अगर कभी ये होता है कि Shashi Tharoor becomes the next prime ministerial candidate of India, then I don't know what I'll do. I'm sitting in Banaras. My vote went to, needless to hide that, but it went to Modi ji, because I believe that, not that Modi ji is the best candidate in India to become the prime minister, but the rest are those many fools. I would never want to see them in India becoming the next prime minister. I would never ever be wanting. You understand that? So this is something like which is very, very important. So these two systems are governed by similar policies. There is a constitution very strong, right, which mandates itself. There is a Supreme Court, and you know, there is a democracy. But the entire system. So now BJP has brought in a new debate, a new system, which is, to me, a very, very transparent way of creating leaders in India, and that I like. But rest of the parties, because of being from dynasties, will not be able to. That's not so easy for them. Yes.
Excuse me, sir. Sir,
Yeah. Before that, Rishi, you have any question? Rishi Singh Arora, you rose your hand. Ashutosh, you also?
Yes, I have two questions.
Yeah.
So the first question, like you talked about, BJP adopted a new system of the caucus. Can it be possible that US can adopt some election methods of India?
No. Because the amendments is US in US Constitution now is very, very far cry. This is not going to happen actually. But yes, there is a clear-cut debate on the electoral college policy. But I don't know, like, so let's not assume, because we are not Americans, number one, and we should not be concerned about that, because that's a very opinion-based kind of a thing, policy-based thing. So we'll see, and we'll debate that. We'll discuss on that once it happens.
And
Yes,
so,
Garvita.
and so you talked
Achha,
about
second.
the general election and electoral college. That can you tell the main difference between them? As I was trying to understand, but didn't understand that much. So main difference between
No, these are part of the same process. These are part of the same process. Okay, so what I'll do to make you understand, since you have lost maybe a couple of points in between. So what I'll do is in the end, I'll show you another infographic. You just take a snapshot of that, right? It is the snapshot of the entire process in one, right? So that will definitely come. Yes, Garvita.
Okay, sir.
Sir, as there is like in Congress, there are more people from Republican Party, and as Joe Biden is from Democratic Party. So how will it work then? Like, how can he pass a law if we don't have the majority?
Yes, so this is something like, remember I told you अभी बीच में एक चीज कि presidential election के साथ साथ House of Representatives और senators का भी होता है. तो अभी senators, अब देखो इसका मतलब ये है कि बिल्कुल लड़ाई रहेगी इस बात की. बिल्कुल, आप बिल्कुल सही कह रहे हो. बिल्कुल आप सही कह रहे हो. तो एक ये प्रॉब्लम है कि जो सेनेट है, सेनेट में जो रिपब्लिकन्स हैं वो ज्यादा हैं, राइट, अभी फिलहाल. और ये बिल्कुल वैसा ही है, अगर आप समझ सकते हैं इस बात को, तो कि जो फर्स्ट टर्म ऑफ मिस्टर मोदी वाज देयर फ्रॉम 14 to 19, राइट. Why was it not that Modi ji went on to bring a new policy which said that कि धारा 370 खत्म हो जाएगी? Why not in 14, 15, 16, 17, 18? Because in Lok Sabha they had a majority, but in Rajya Sabha they did not have a majority. And I hope you understand the election process of India, right? What is the meaning of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, and what happens if a bill has to pass? What is a bill? तो आप एक बार एक छोटा सा कहीं कुछ नोट पढ़ लीजिएगा, और I'll ask my fellow compatriots to like keep a session on this also, from someone, so that you can understand what is Rajya Sabha and what is policy making and how it goes on, right? तो अब सोचो कि वो कोई भी मेजर डिसीजन 14 से 19 में ले ही नहीं पाए, राइट? और जैसे ही 19 का इलेक्शन उन्होंने जीता, बाय दैट टाइम, क्योंकि राज्यसभा में जो सिलेक्शन होता है वो 6 years के लिए होता है, आपको पता होगा ये, राइट? राज्यसभा के जो MPs होते हैं, they are for 6 years and MPs are for 5 years. Are you aware of this?
Yes,
Garvita?
sir, I'm a political science student. So when it is Rajya Sabha,
Oh, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
so
Go
sir,
ahead.
when it is Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha, so if Lok Sabha passes a bill and it goes to Rajya Sabha, so if Rajya Sabha declines it, so either it would be a combined session or Lok Sabha is more powerful than Rajya Sabha. So means Lok Sabha is always more in power as compared to Rajya Sabha in India.
No, but you see the thing is, now if you exercise that right, then there is always a chance of a clash, right? Now look at the farmers bill, जिसके ऊपर एक सेशन निश्चित तौर पे होगा. So farmers bill दोनों ही सभाओं से पास हुआ है, लोकसभा से भी, राज्यसभा से भी.
Yes, sir.
उसके बाद ये प्रोटेस्ट क्यों? उसके बाद ये प्रोटेस्ट इसलिए कि if you remember, ये जो क्वारंटाइन पीरियड हमारा था, इसको मानते हैं मार्च एंड से या मार्च मिड से लेकर के और नवंबर मिड तक का, राइट? इस 7-8 मंथ्स में अगर हम देखें तो हुआ क्या कि बिल्कुल पूरी दुनिया रुक गई. लेकिन उससे ठीक पहले क्या हो रहा था? My goodness, I mean, I was as a citizen of the nation so worried कि where is the country heading towards? इस समय CA के ऊपर प्रोटेस्ट हो रहा था, शाहीन बाग प्रोटेस्ट, and there was a Shaheen Bagh getting crafted all over India. Who was funding them? So there was a clear-cut narrative which was into it. I mean, how come the people of a state in down south were impacted by 35A or by something else? They were not at all, but then they came into the protest not because of their own conscience. उनको तो पता भी नहीं होता पढ़े अनपढ़ जाहिल गवारों को, लेकिन कई सारे ऐसे लोगों को, लेकिन they stood up to a cause which was not theirs. अब मैं अगर यहाँ पे सपोज करूँ, जैसे मैं, ठीक है, मैं अमेरिका में रहा हूँ, गया हूँ और सब कुछ है मेरा, लेकिन मैं अमेरिकन सिटीजन नहीं हूँ. अब मैं यहाँ पे एक प्रोटेस्ट लॉन्च कर दूं संसद भवन के सामने इंडिया में, राइट, या जंतर मंतर पे दिल्ली में, कि नहीं साहब ये इलेक्टोरल कॉलेज सिस्टम अमेरिका का खत्म होना चाहिए. आई मीन, you know, what kind of fool am I? How is it impacting me? Because I'll give my logic कि नहीं, इसलिए खत्म होना चाहिए कि उससे गलत कैंडिडेट सिलेक्ट होता है, और जो होता है वो इंडिया के राइट्स को सही नहीं रखता, इसलिए हमें इंडिया के राइट्स को देखना है, तो वो कैंडिडेट जो सही तरीके से आएगा वो इंडिया के राइट्स को. I mean, what am I talking about? It's all blabbering. But trust me, you, Garvita, and everybody who's still attending the session, if I do this, if I come against that particular thing, and if I know how to speak, if I have a small bit of majority in followers, I still will be sitting with 100 odd people. 100 लोग मेरे सपोर्ट में आ जाएंगे. नहीं, अनुपम जी ने किया तो कुछ गलत थोड़ी किया होगा. ये इतने बड़े टेड स्पीकर हैं, इतने बड़े ये हार्वर्ड में बोल के आए हैं, वगैरह वगैरह. So you know what I'm trying to say is, this is what is happening. If you read the farmers bill, there might be a bone of contention somewhere for 3-4 points, but it is a brilliant system which will disallow the stockist जो जबरदस्ती खरीद लेते थे. If I have to tell you that, like, उतना टाइम नहीं है, लेकिन आप एक दो तीन लाइन इसको समझो कि क्या था ये फार्मर्स वाला. इसको आप जरूर पढ़ लेना अच्छे से. And I'll ask Darpan or Saurabh sir to come up with a session very soon on this issue, right? अभी क्या था कि मान लो मैं किसान हूँ, मैंने और गर्विता एक ऑफिसर हैं, राइट, ये उसमें बैठी हुई हैं FCI के गोदाम में. अब ये FCI का एक लिमिट है, FCI के गोदाम का. मेरा प्रोडक्शन ज्यादा हो गया, राइट, मान लो मुझे 20 कुंटल लाना था, मैंने 25 कुंटल ला दिया. अब वो वहां जाने बोलेगा, अरे मेरे पास जगह ही नहीं है, FCI के पास जगह नहीं है रखने की, राइट. अब व्हाट विल आई डू? मैं अपने गांव से 50 किलोमीटर 100 किलोमीटर दूर इसी तरह से मैंने हायर किया है ट्रक को या जो भी करके, और मैं वहां पहुंचा तो बोल रहे हैं कि आपका तो साहब हम 18 कुंटल ही ले पाएंगे, 7 कुंटल आपका ले नहीं पाएंगे. तो व्हाट विल आई डू विद माय 7 कुंटल? कैन आई टेक इट बैक? वो तो मेरा नेट लॉस हो जाएगा. अब वहां पे मुझे 1000 रुपए मान लो मिलता है, सपोज करें ऐसे ही फिगर, राइट. तो वो बोलेगा मुझे, अभी गर्विता है वहां के अधिकारी, बोलेंगे सुनिए ऐसा है, आपका 7 कुंटल हम रख नहीं पाएंगे, लेकिन आपको हम नंबर दे रहे हैं, उनसे आप जाके मिल लीजिए, वो रखवा लेंगे. नाउ आई वेंट टू द मार्केट. नाउ द मार्केट गाय सेज, जो मिले हुए हैं आपस में, ये दोनों लोग, ऑफिसर और मार्केट वाला पर्सन, ये बोल रहा है कि नहीं साहब, हम आपको 500 रुपए में खरीद लेंगे, आपको बेचना है तो बेचो. Now you understand what I'm saying? Now what will you do? You are a peasant. You do not have that kind of a brain. 80% people do not have that brain. सीधे साधे लोग हैं यार, सच्चे लोग हैं. इस बेचारे किसान ने 500 रुपए के हिसाब से अपना बाकी का 7 क्विंटल बेच दिया। कुछ कुछ किसान तो अपना पूरा टोटल प्रोड्यूस ही इस रेट पे बेच देते थे। नाउ कम्स एमएसपी, तो ये अच्छा था कि बुरा था बताओ? So barring Punjab, which is a rich state, if you look at the rest of the state, they were massacred big time. The Kisans were actually a sufferer, right? So now what they did, अभी CA का प्रोटेस्ट अचानक में रुक गया, शाहीन बाग का प्रोटेस्ट रुक गया, they were अंदर से बिल्कुल तिलमिलाए हुए. Now every single party is backing a kind of protest which they have got nothing to do. ना उनके एजेंडे में था, ना अच्छा उन्हीं का एजेंडा भी था, वो भी यही चाहते थे पहले. सारी पार्टियां बोलती थी हाँ ये नहीं होना चाहिए, ठेकेदारों का नहीं होना चाहिए, but then when they came, they started. So understand the whole system actually, Ganita. This is what exactly happened. So राज्य सभा से होने के बावजूद, if the political party who राज्य सभा में लड़ाई लड़नी चाहिए थी, nobody fought that war, and now they are saying this is bad, right? So वहां पे भी यही होगा अमेरिका में. आपका जो प्राइमरी क्वेश्चन था, सेनेट अगर उनकी नहीं है तो डिसीजन लेना जो बाइडेन के लिए कॉन्क्रीट डिसीजंस लेना इतना आसान नहीं होगा, और उससे भी ज्यादा कठिन होगा जो डोनाल्ड ट्रम्प ने डिसीजंस लिए हैं उनको रोक देना. वो ये बोले कि नहीं साहब आधी दीवार बन चुकी है, बाकी की दीवार, तो वो शायद दीवार का काम चलता रहेगा, you know, या फिर वो स्टेटस क्वो मेंटेन करेंगे या कुछ भी करेंगे, but they will not fight a war in between them.
Sir, but it's still gonna be really difficult
Yes.
as Trump has already
Any
allocated
other
a
last
lot of
question
circuit
that you have?
judges, and as Trump has.
Hey RJ, your voice is cracking. Can you come again?
Yes, sir. I was saying that still it's gonna be a difficult task as Trump has already elected a lot of circuit judges and Supreme Court judges.
Oh yes, of course, it will be. So what do you think? कि अचानक से वो लाके नहीं जजेस बदल लेता आरजे, like he I mean Biden would have done that, लेकिन अब वो नहीं कर सकता क्योंकि सेनेट में हल्ला हो जाएगा बिल्कुल, और अगर हल्ला हो जाएगा तो बिल्कुल जहां का तहां सब रुक जाएगा. So they really have to move forward in the line of development. वो बाकी के ऐसे इश्यूज को उठा के पहले अपना काम करेंगे, and then they will see कि कुछ और उनके सेनेटर्स बाद में जीत के आए. कईयों का 6 साल, सबका 1 साल तो चलता नहीं है, राइट? तो कुछ और जैसे राज्यसभा में सेकंड टाइम मेजॉरिटी हो गई थी बीजेपी की, और उन्होंने डिसीजन लेने अपने शुरू कर दिए सारे राइट, लेफ्ट राइट एंड सेंटर. उसी तरीके से शायद इनके साथ भी हो. Yes, anything else?
So lastly, what would be the scenario on 20th
well,
January
I see the
this
questions
year?
are only coming from a few people. Why is it so? Nobody has a question, which is a good thing. So just a last question, and
Sir,
then
I
we'll
have a question.
clear. Yes.
So what would be the scenario on 20th January on 2021? Well, there would
Okay,
be a
Rajat. So there is a thing right now. तो जैसे ही announcement हुआ कि now Joe Biden is the clear-cut next incoming president elect. तो ये जो 2 महीने का टाइम, ये भी बड़ा बढ़िया है. अमेरिकन इलेक्शन में एक और चीज बहुत अच्छी है कि जब एक प्रेसिडेंट हारता है तो वो तुरंत से, इंडिया में क्या होता है, आप हार गए अगले दिन से आपने इस्तीफा दे दिया. अरे ये क्या बात हो गई, इतना सारा काम चल रहा है जिसमें प्रेसिडेंट की जरूरत पड़ेगी, जो उसका चल रहा था, उस कंट्री का पैसा लगा हुआ है, अचानक से आपने छोड़ दिया, चले गए. वहां पे क्या कहते हैं कि आपको 2 महीने 2.5 महीने का टाइम मिलता है, जिसको ट्रांजिशन पीरियड कहते हैं. तो अब ट्रम्प के ऑफिसर्स हैं जिसको उन्होंने अपॉइंट किया था या सिलेक्ट या इलेक्ट किया था, उनके अपने मिनिस्टर्स हैं, और अब बाइडेन जब क्लियर कट जिस दिन वो विनर हुए डिक्लेयर, उस दिन उन्होंने अपने पूरे, और ये लिस्ट तब नहीं बनती है, बहुत पहले से बनी होती है कि अगर हम जीते तो हमारे साथ कौन कौन किस रोल में काम करेगा, और 5 महीने 4 महीने पहले से ये लोग उस रोल के अपने पॉलिसीज को बनाना भी शुरू कर देते हैं. जैसे मान लो अगर मैं बाइडेन हूं, तो बाइडेन ने सिर्फ कमला हैरिस को नहीं सिलेक्ट किया, उन्होंने ये काम तय किया कि हैरिस जिस दिन आप बनेंगी, आपको यूरोप का पूरा इशू देखना है, एशियन रिलेशंस आपको देखने हैं. और बाइडेन के कमला हैरिस की टीम ने यूएस और यूरोप और यूएस और एशिया के रिलेशंस पे ऑलरेडी काम करने के लिए अपनी कमेटी बना दी, टीम बना दी, पैरेलल टू द गवर्नमेंट ऑफ यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स, जो डिसीजन नहीं ले रही है लेकिन जो फ्रेमवर्क पूरा तैयार कर रही है, राइट, पॉलिसी फ्रेमवर्क पूरा तैयार कर रही है. अगर हम जीते तो ये होगा, तो ये पूरा करके वो लोग तैयार थे, तब इलेक्शन का रिजल्ट. इसका मतलब अगर बाइडेन हार जाता तो उनके द्वारा किया गया पूरे 6 महीने का काम ये पूरा नुकसान होता, राइट. पर इट्स ओके, ट्रम्प की टीम तो ऑलरेडी काम कर रही थी, इनकम्बेंट थी, राइट. तो अब ये जो 2 महीने का टाइम मिलेगा, नाउ ट्रम्प नोज ही हैज टू गो, Biden knows that he is coming, but unlike in India, or any most of the countries, they are just not going to leave immediately and come immediately. No, it's not like that. Their officers, not the presidents, their officers, all the officers, policymakers, and office bearers, they will come together, and this is called as transition period. So right now, every day for 8-10 hours, the two officers of Republican government जो भी है और जो डेमोक्रेटिक सेटअप आ रहा है, वो लोग बैठ करके इस पे चर्चा करते हैं कि आपने क्या क्या किया है इसमें, कितना हमारा कहाँ लगा हुआ है, क्या क्या प्रोजेक्ट चल रहे हैं, कैसी पॉलिसी चल रही हैं, किससे किससे आपकी क्या बात हुई है, पेपर्स कहाँ हैं, ये वो. तो स्मूथ फंक्शनिंग जिस दिन से अगला छोड़ता है, अगला जिस दिन से स्टार्ट करता है, उस दिन से सब कुछ शुरू हो जाता है. इंडिया में क्या होता है, पहला 6 months समझने में लग जाता है गवर्नमेंट्स को कि हुआ क्या था, यहाँ हो क्या रहा था, राइट? एंड देन डेफिनेटली लाइक that's the difference. I really like it. All right, so guys, thank you so much. It's been around 2 hours
Sir,
now.
one more thing. Is
Yeah.
it gonna be a Bush v Gore kind of a scenario, or Biden will be the clear cut?
Anupam sir, I would like to make an announcement here and to the students also.
Yeah.
See, first of all, I think it has been a wonderfully priming session on the US election, which is going to be a very, very contextual, relevant topic for GDs for CAT 2020 students, right? And considering the multifaceted format of the topic, students, it is not possible to cover in one topic, although Anupam, based on his knowledge, on his personal experiences in US, he brought across very, very informative anecdotes also. The announcement is that we would have series on sessions on this topic, right? For example, Anupam sir has taken a session from grassroots level. We also have lined up sessions from people who have been in the US, who have actually voted, experienced these elections. So my suggestion to all the participants here is that it would be a good idea that you read more so after this, basic session, you would have an idea now as you read more, so that when you come across to next level of these sessions, you can relate better. आपके पास काफी questions आने वाले हैं where the parallels would be drawn between Indian democracy and US democracy, the impact of US elections on Asia, and so on. So as I said, this was the first in the series, and Anupam sir, thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. So the voice was my elder brother, Mr. Rajiv Kukreja, and thanks for planning all these things, which is an amazing thing that you have done. And we'll be definitely, like, this is not the last time that I'm or somebody else is meeting you. We'll be, see, this is what discussion does. Now, in today's session, there were a lot of points that are covered, and my idea was like give you clear one topic, but to give you more tenets, to give you more, keep more thinking hats on your head, so that it makes you think. The farmer crisis will make you think. The Indian election system will make you think. There are so many things which will make you think. No knowledge is complete. No source of knowledge is absolute. So you need to be like understanding where you don't have clarity. What is the thing that is creating more inquisitions in your mind? What is making you more curious? And you, based on that, in fact, definitely should go ahead and read more, try to find your own way out, and have doubts, which is very important. And the moment you get a speaker like me or somebody else, there are amazing amount of speakers who are actually going to come, in fact, in the coming future. And all thanks to Mr. Rajiv Kukreja for that, the director of Time Dehradun. So you can actually put up a question over there, not upfront, but first you listen to the speakers and then to see whether you get a clarity or not, and then you ask questions, right? Which is an amazing thing. And this is the power of discussion. So I really hope, in fact, I did justice. Guys, I have a YouTube channel. Do subscribe to that, not because I'm wanting you to become a subscriber, but I'll be bringing a lot of things, actually, a lot of stories, a lot of career-based things, a lot of things on management colleges also, which are going to come up, which is in my name, Anupam Raghuvanshi. I would be wanting you to subscribe to that. And in the coming days, there are a lot of things regarding these issues also going to come up. In fact, Merry Christmas.
Thank you so much, Anupam sir, for the wonderful session. Thanks a lot for the informative session for us. Guys, as Anupam sir already told you about that, we are going to give you the things to study. Now, we have done this session Now it's your responsibility and duty to read more about this, listen to the various people, listen to the various presidential election debates, etc. Or if you really need to understand that how the things work, like of course a parliamentarian form of government, that which is in India, you should read about how the election has been done here. You should read more about this. We'll surely have a series of sessions. नेक्स्ट थिंग के लिए जब हम कोई सेशन करेंगे उसके लिए मैं आपको एक टॉपिक और देता हूं. प्लीज गो एंड रीड अबाउट यूरोपियन यूनियन एज वेल, because we are talking about United States, we are talking about India as a union of states. Now they are the separate countries altogether, that is in Europe. So I want you, it's an assignment for you. Along with this, you are also going to go and read about European Union, its formation, how it made, how they use the same currency, how the government system works there, how the power transfer from one country to other country in that particular segment. So that is it for the day. Thank you so much.
Darpan, just 1 second. In fact, like, so I promised them to show them an infographic, which will again be a summation of everything that I've talked about. If you allow, I can do that.
Yeah, please.
Just 1 second. Just this will be on for maybe a minute, and then you can just take a snapshot of it. Or this is what I was trying to show you. So just take a snapshot. This is self-explanatory of everything that I have, So I got this especially from one of my friend who is working for the US government right now in Washington, DC. And he, to explain it further, sent me this, which I used for making my PPT as well. Right? I hope this works well. Yeah, somebody asked for that. Yes, my channel is in my name,
before you go.
Anupam Raghuvanshi, and it is on YouTube. Yeah.
So one question before you leave. I would like to ask, like, whether we would be having a clear-cut nominee as Joe Biden as the president on 20th January, or there would be a scenario like Bush v. Gore.
I think he'll be a clear-cut winner.
Okay, because Supreme Court was
absolutely
not
no
in favor
bones of
of
contention in
contesting.
that. Absolutely,
Okay.
because see, now the 2 states which were actually problematic actually have also gone in swing. So definitely, but we have got nothing to do. We'll celebrate both of them. For us, it is hallelujah, whether it is Trump or Biden. So it doesn't matter at all. All right, guys, it was amazing being with you. Very interactive crowd. I really loved it. And this is what comes when people from different part of country come together. Thank you, Darpan sir. You can just allow me to.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you guys for being so patient and interactive discussion. Keep sharing your feedback with us.
Oh yeah, that is important.
And then we'll
भाई मेरे बारे में बता देना, बुरा लगा तो ही बता देना. I would love to listen to that. Right? Thank you. Thank you so much.
So, what topics?
Thank you.
Thank you.